Right. Welcome to Wrestling Talk, WWE Superfan here. I'm here with my good friend Missy Huseman. She's been an avid WWE fan. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, Missy. What first got you into pro wrestling?
Well, I would watch it on Saturday mornings after the cartoons went off till my mom called me and told me I don't need to be watching those men in their underwear wrestling around. So I would go to my grandpa's house and he loved wrestling. So he would watch it and I'd watch it with him. And he'd always ask me every time it was time to come on, he'd say, "You ready to wrestle?" And so I watched it with him. And there was a few years I went to Bible college and didn't have a TV, so I didn't get to watch it. So I missed a few years of it. But then I got right back in it when I met my husband, and we've been watching it ever since 2013.
Yeah, it's good. What first got me into wrestling was my mom on my 6th birthday bought me a Super Nintendo. Had a bunch of games, but one game that stood out the most is WWF WrestleMania. And there were 6 superstars on it. It was kind of like an arcade game. There was Razor Ramon. There was Shawn Michaels, Lex Luger, Doink the Clown, Bret Hart, and The Undertaker. And what got me into playing that game was The Undertaker, because I don't know, that's when I discovered my love for darkness. My fascination with darkness. Because I found out that The Undertaker had his, 10-gallon hat on, his mortician coat.
Mm-hmm.
And I just fell in love with that character. And I played, and what got me more into wrestling and more into The Undertaker was I completed the game. I beat the game. So here, but what game I should have grew up on was WWF Attitude, because that was more my age. That was more my time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been watching wrestling ever since. I mean, even when my dad's now ex-wife told me not to watch it, I just turned the volume down.
Yep, I did the same thing.
I'd put a sock over my doorknob, and I'd be in there, and I'd just be quiet and watch the show.
Yep. Yep. If you got an addiction, you'll find a way to get to it.
Yeah. But who are some of your favorite wrestlers growing up?
Oh man, there was a bunch of them. I liked Hulk Hogan, and I liked I can't think of his name. I liked Bret Hart and his brother Owen, and I liked that was really sad when he passed away.
Yeah, I agree.
And because he was a good wrestler, and I liked Eddie Guerrero. He was good. And
In the 80s?
Oh, in the 80s. And I liked King Kong Bundy and Sting when he first came out.
Yeah.
Before he had the dark face paint on, he was actually blonde haired back then when he first started wrestling. And totally different look.
Yeah.
Total different look.
Some of the wrestlers I grew up on when I was a child was Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, The Undertaker, obviously, Shawn Michaels, obviously, Kurt Angle when he was starting out, and Kane.
Yeah. Yeah, those some good ones too.
But the worst. But one wrestler. I mean, now I like him. But one wrestler I wanted to. I was a young kid. One wrestler I wanted to beat up was Triple H.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was a heel.
Yeah. So is Stone Cold Steve Austin at one point. And so is
Yeah.
Kurt Angle, but I still like them.
Yeah. Some heels you can like because they're a heel for the good in the end.
Yeah.
And then other ones are just pains in the you know what.
Pains in the ass.
Yeah. And then, and some of them are like just obnoxious.
Yeah.
You just hate them. Love to hate them.
Who are some of your all-time favorites?
All-time favorite would have to be The Undertaker.
Yeah, me too.
And Hulk Hogan. Andre the Giant.
That's my sister-in-law's favorite.
And I really like Sting.
Yeah, Sting's cool.
I really like Sting. He's awesome.
Have you ever switched from WCW, ECW, and WWE during the Monday Night Wars? Or were you just always WWE?
I was pretty much always WWE.
Me too.
Pretty much WWE. Those wrestlers I knew and was familiar with. It's kind of like now you got AEW.
Yeah.
And, going back and forth to them and stuff and getting to know them. And some of them are former WWE stars, like Cody Rhodes and
Some of them just couldn't make it in the WWE.
Yeah. Some of them, it's kind of like, the pop singers couldn't make it in pop, so they go to country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like one of them situations.
Some of my all-time favorites are Undertaker, Kane, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I do like Andre the Giant, even though he died before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Andre, and I respect Andre.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, let's see, DX.
Oh, yeah, they were good. They were good.
Batista. I mean, I got a lot of favorites from all generations. Currently, I'd have to say Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, or The Fiend, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Roman Reigns. I like Drew McIntyre. I'm not crazy about The Fiend. I think that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That mask.
Thank you for being honest.
It's just creepy.
Thank you for being honest.
Yeah. Oh, my phone's ringing. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Sorry about that.
One of my favorite moments in WWE was when Kurt Angle hit Stone Cold Steve Austin with the WWF title belt at Survivor Series 2001 because Stone Cold was on the Alliance, and the rock bottomed him 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And WWF survived.
Yep.
Who are some of your favorites? What are you looking forward to tonight at TLC?
I'm looking forward to the Roman Reigns Kevin Owens match.
Yeah, me too.
I am curious to see how that turns out.
Yeah, me too.
Because them two, they have been beating each other up for weeks now.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see how they hold up.
Yeah.
Because neither one of them is going to be 100%.
What do you think will happen?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. They're both fierce competitors, and they're both...
What do you think will happen at the pay-per-view?
Probably either Roman Reigns will get disqualified because Jey Uso comes in, or Kevin Owens, he might He might get angry enough, and he might just really tear up. He might get disqualified.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could go either way.
Here's what I hope does not. I mean, I think Drew McIntyre is going to be AJ Styles.
Yeah, I agree.
But what I hope does not happen is Drew McIntyre so beat up he can't wrestle, and then The Miz goes in and cashes it in.
Yes. Yes, I hope The Miz loses when he cashes in.
I hope he doesn't cash in at all, because last time he cashed in, he won.
Yeah, he did.
We can't forget that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he cheats to win.
Alright, Missy, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
WWE Superfan here. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Reminder, watch TLC tonight on WWE Network. If you don't got it, get it. Because it'll be well worth it.